So I get my orders for Kinchlow Air Force Base, Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan, up in the Sioux. So and again, it was we took actually the pilots of the C-47 that we used to make all these jumps around the whole Southeast Asia. There was a bunch of us from our group of 20 that was getting rotated back at the same time. So he actually, and so we got to know the pilots really good, and so they actually flew us from Korat to Bangkok on our little C-47.
Oh, okay.
And we got on a charter flight back to Travis Air Force. At this time we went from Bangkok to Saigon to Manila, Honolulu, to Travis Air Force Base, California.
Okay.
And I thought it was really weird because you had to go through customs. So anyway, so we went through customs. And then as you went through customs, there was a travel agency. And right there on the base, Travis Air Force Base, and okay, because if you bought your airplane ticket within, I don't know, 2 hours or something, there was no taxes. It was tax-free. So I go in there and I say, so this must have been 3 or 4 o'clock. I want to, where do you want to go? Detroit. Okay. Computers really weren't the big thing that early mid '60s, but so this is 1967. So, but she was doing something, and she says, all the flights to Detroit are booked, and but what I can do is I'll sell you a standby ticket on United or American or United. One of the two. I'll sell you a standby ticket because you can buy the standby ticket with no taxes. Just go out to San Francisco. You take the Greyhound bus to San Francisco International Airport, and then you can do something. So I bought the ticket. I called. I think I did call the wife and say I'm home or I'm back, but I don't know when I'm going to get home because they won't sell me a ticket. So I get on the bus, get out to San Francisco International Airport. It was dark now, so it must have been 7 or 8 in the evening. And I think they sold me a ticket on American. And I'm getting off the Greyhound bus, and here's this a black guy from United. He says, "Where are you going, son?" I says, "Well, I want to go to Detroit, but right now I'm not going anywhere." And he goes, "Why is that?" And I says, "Well, number one, they sold me a ticket on American, but it's a standby only because they told me there was nothing available." He said, "Come with me." And so we went into the United, because I had bought an American, but this guy was United. He took me in, he goes, "There's a plane leaving in 35 minutes, and you're on it." And they took my ticket, and I flew home.
Wow.
So that was really neat. And got home, and so this is end of September of '67. And kind of a sidelight to that is, no, I guess not yet. So September '67, and went up to Sault Ste. Marie, and we rented a house off base because I did have my second stripe, and so in about 30 days it was 35 below zero. So I went from 120 degrees, as you know, to 35 below zero, and I froze all that winter. I mean, and snow, I'm a Detroit kid, and I'm used to shoveling snow, but when you saw snow drifts higher than the overpasses on I-75, I have never seen so much snow in my life. I was never so cold in my life. I used to come home and sit on the heater because I was just shaking. I was just cold. And our daughter was born up in Kinchlow. That was actually, Sault Ste. Marie or Kinchlow Air Force Base was an Air Defense Command base. I was assigned to SAC, Strategic Air Command, B-52s, which was a total night and day experience for me. I mean, I'd been in the Air Force in TAC, where I was assigned to the fighter squadron. The pilots, even in Korat or in Da Nang or anywhere, you used to play cards with the pilots. You were on first name basis with the pilots. Now you're in Strategic Air Command, where the pilots are in one group and all of the maintenance